Most people don't realize that their financial problems did not start with money. They started with thinking, because money is never the root problem. Money is only the report card. Jim Rohn once said, "Your income is the result of your philosophy, not the economy." And that single sentence explains why two people can live in the same country, face the same inflation, earn similar incomes, and yet end up in completely different financial realities. One builds assets, the other builds excuses. One grows stronger, the other stays stressed. Let me ask you something, honestly. If money disappeared from your life tomorrow, what would still make you valuable? Your skills, your discipline, your mindset, or nothing at all? This is why Jim Rohn taught that wealth begins internally before it ever shows externally. Poor people think money will change their life. Wealthy thinkers know growth changes everything. Jim Rohn used to say, "Formal education will make you a living, but self-education will make you a fortune." And notice how powerful that idea is, because most people stop learning the moment school ends. But the marketplace never stops testing. Bills don't care about degrees. Responsibility doesn't respect certificates, and opportunity only responds to competence. Here is the uncomfortable truth. Many people are not broke because they don't work hard. They are broke because they keep repeating the same financial behaviors year after year and call it experience. Same spending habits, same emotional decisions, same fear of learning something new. Jim Rohn warned about this when he said, "If you don't like how things are, change it. You're not a tree." Yet most people stay rooted in comfort even when comfort is destroying their future. Let me give you a simple example to people earn the same salary. One increases their lifestyle, the other increases their skills. 5 years later, one is drowning in pressure, the other is building options. Same income, different philosophy. This is why Jim Rohn said money is usually attracted, not pursued, because money follows structure, discipline, and value. Chasing money without changing habits is like pouring water into a broken cup. It leaks faster than it fills. Financial strength begins with control. Control over spending, control over emotions, control over impulses. Many people don't have an income problem. They have a discipline problem. They spend first and hope later, but hope is not a financial strategy. Jim Rohn put it clearly when he said, "Discipline weighs ounces, regret weighs tons." And nowhere is this more true than money. Small, undisciplined decisions today create heavy financial regret tomorrow. Here's a paradox most people never understand. Comfort feels cheap today, but it becomes extremely expensive later, while discipline feels expensive today, but it becomes priceless later. Wealthy people learn to delay pleasure. Poor people are trained to demand it instantly. This is not intelligence. This is conditioning. Advertisements, social pressure, and emotions train people to spend first and think later. Jim Rohn believed that money simply magnifies who you already are. If you are careless with little, you will be reckless with more. This is why becoming rich without becoming strong is dangerous. Strength comes from habits, habits of learning, habits of saving, habits of thinking long-term. Another critical lesson Jim Rohn taught was ownership. Ownership of results, ownership of mistakes, ownership of direction. Blaming the system may feel good emotionally, but it destroys power financially. Responsibility is heavy, but it gives control, and control creates freedom. Ask yourself this: are your financial decisions building freedom or just temporary relief? Debt often feels like relief today, and pressure tomorrow. Investment feels uncomfortable today and powerful tomorrow. Wealthy people choose long-term relief over short-term comfort. Jim Rohn used to remind people, Success is something you attract by the person you become, and becoming financially strong means becoming disciplined, educated, and patient. Patience is a financial weapon. Pause. Most people fail not because they are incapable, but because they quit too early. Money grows slowly. When done correctly, impatience pushes people into bad deals, shortcuts, and emotional risks. This is why scams survive. They sell speed to people who lack patience. True wealth grows quietly, while no one is watching. When you read instead of scroll, when you save instead of show off, when you build skills instead of chasing status. Jim Rohn believed time is more valuable than money. Money can return. Time never does. Financially intelligent people protect their time aggressively. They understand that every wasted hour is a future opportunity. Stolen here is another powerful Jim Rohn idea. You don't get paid for hard work. You get paid for value. And value is created by solving problems. The more problems you can solve, the more income doors open. This is why raises are limited but skills are unlimited. The goal is not to look rich. The goal is to be unbreakable. Unbreakable during emergencies. Unbreakable during economic shifts. Unbreakable when income slows. Money is a tool, not an identity, but habits are an identity. Change habits and money follows. Jim Rohn said, life doesn't get easier. You get better. And when you get better, your financial life gets better automatically. This is not motivation for today. This is a philosophy for life. And those who adopt it quietly build wealth, while others keep wondering why hard work alone never